What's up, y'all? It's your favorite healing coach, Coach Kim the Author, here with a quick word for your mind, body, and spirit. And before I get started, I wanted to remind you that the Unloved Daughter Healing Lounge is now open and accepting registrations. Click the links in the description box to get all the details on this absolutely amazing, mind-blowing, powerful, year-long journey to helping you heal your mother wounds. All right, so it's Wednesday, and today's Wednesday word is obedience. God says you don't have what you've been looking for because you won't be obedient. And this is no judgment. This is no shade, because he had to snatch me out myself and let me see that even though he's not a liar, he can't give me what he's told me he has for me if I won't do what he's told me to do. And if you're like me, you're thinking, but God, I did do what you told me to do. Because that was my argument for a long time. So when I tell y'all I be pouting in the spirit and having temper tantrums, I've gotten better. Okay, I've gotten better. But we have to know that even though the Holy Spirit is the great comforter who will hold us in his arms and wipe away our tears, God is still our good father, and good parents don't just give stuff because the kids halfway did what they were told to do. At least I don't do that, because then they don't learn how to endure, how to obey. They don't learn what it feels like to achieve what they worked for, and they get a spirit of entitlement and start expecting to get things they didn't earn, that we didn't earn. And God is not in the business of handing out participation trophies, okay? That's us. We do that. God is in the business of giving us what we have earned. It's already ours, but we still have to work for it, right? So the other day, I was listening to Christina over at Bold for Christ, and she was talking about Abraham and his obedience to God when God told him to leave and go to a place he would show him. And then God took me back to the story of what actually happened when he left. Now, Abram was obedient and he did leave, but in Genesis 12, when God told him to leave, he told him to get away from his native country, his relatives, his father's family. I think that's it. And he did. You know, he took his wife, Sarai, and his nephew, Lot. Now, that ain't what God told him to do. So why did he take Lot with him? Why are you trying to take people with you that God told you to get away from? Or people that he didn't tell you to take with you? Because when God told Abram to go, he said, leave all of them behind. And in his partial obedience, like some of us, well, y'all, because like I said, I'm doing better. But seriously, in his partial obedience, what winds up happening is when they get settled, there's too many of them on the land, and fights start breaking out between Abram's herdsmen and Lot's herdsmen, and they had to separate the land to squash all this conflict. Listen, them people ain't supposed to go with you, sis. Them friends can't be your friends, bro. God has plans for you. He has blessings for you that he doesn't mean for you to share with these folk that you have formed attachments to. These folk who weren't even meant to be in your life longer than a season, but you keep dragging them along with you because you're loyal, because you love them, because you don't want to be alone, because you don't want them to be out here talking bad about you behind your back, because you see something in them that you believe you can help nurture, and maybe you can, but that's not your assignment. Be obedient to the assignment at hand and let God be God, and he'll deal with them. Because truth be told, some of them that you're trying to carry with you would only get there with you carrying them, because they don't want to do the work. They're being disobedient to God on their own, and he needs to deal with them like he's been dealing with you. Their time will come in due season, but now is your time, and now is your season, but only if you obey God. So until next time, stay blessed.